Hey everybody, this is Rodney, and I'm here with Desi, and she is a leader of the company that I work with. She is currently earning a measly $1 million. She's currently running $1 million per month through her business. Just a little bit of earnings there, and she's definitely a leader, and she's one of my mentors. So I'd like to welcome you, Desi. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me, Rodney. I just want to make a quick, um, you know, um, I don't earn
Disclaimer.
1 million yet a month,
Right.
but it is, in business, yes, we do over 1 million in 30 days in business. Yes, in sales, most definitely.
Oh, all right. Thanks for clarifying that, Desi.
Yes.
Um, I'd like to ask you a few questions.
Mhm.
Can you tell us a little bit about your background and who you are and how
100%.
you
You
got
want to
here?
know? Awesome. That's a great question. Thanks for asking me. Actually, first of all, thanks for having me. Congratulations on all of your success, and I'm really excited to work with you and build this thing together. But I was born and raised in Bulgaria. I live now in Washington, D.C. I moved here 14 years ago. Just like most foreigners, obviously, I wanted more out of life, and that's why I made a decision to start a fresh new life here in the States. Worked few jobs the first few years, slept on the air mattress. A lot of people don't know that, for a couple of years. And, few years later, I decided to jump into the entrepreneurial world. And, to become a full-time entrepreneur, started with a traditional business. And yeah, I've been in business now for 11 years.
Great, great. Um, Everybody that's an entrepreneur has some goals, some business goals. Can you
Mhm.
tell us what your business goals are?
100%. Do you think I'm going to scare your people away?
No, not my people.
All right. So, my C type goal. And if you don't know what a C type goal is, the one that you want to stretch, you can't really see, but it really scares you and excites you at the same time. So my C type goal is 10 billion in business.
Cool, cool. I've
Yeah.
always been told that if your goals don't scare you, you're not thinking big enough.
Right. Right. Yeah. So that's the goal. Obviously, on our way to 10 billion, we're gonna impact a lot of lives. So that's
Right.
the goal.
And that's the
Mm-hmm.
important part is helping other people
Mm-hmm.
to earn some money and to just better their lives in general.
Right.
Uh,
Right. 100%.
what is, as I mentioned when we came on, you're one of my mentors. What is the importance of having a mentor?
Wow. I love this question, by the way. It's a really, really good question. It's crucial. Having a mentor and a guide. Like I said, I've been in business in general, for 11 years now. And I really didn't quite understand why I needed mentor, until a few years ago. I've had some mentors along the way. I've been mentored by some of the top names that a lot of people know. Tony Robbins, Mr. Bob Proctor, and but having a mentor is like having your GPS or using your Waze app to take you from point A to point B. And also not only having a mentor, because there's a lot of people out there that are saying having a mentor, but also following that mentor to the T, right? And executing exactly what they're telling you to do. So a mentor usually can literally, help you skip steps. And why? Because you can learn from their experience, you can learn from their failures. You always want to follow somebody that has the results that you desire. Because there's a lot of people that are out there that are claiming to be mentors, but find somebody that has it, what do you want? And like Bob Proctor used to tell us, and do exactly as you're told, right? Because essentially, when you're asking for new results, for when you're setting goals, you want to find somebody that knows how to take you there. And just like going into the gym, Rodney, If you go into the gym, you've never worked out, you've never lifted weights. Essentially you want to hire a personal trainer to teach you how to execute the exercises properly, right? Because otherwise you can hurt yourself. So it's the same thing in business. You want to put, like, I call it the success team, right? I have my own success team in business that teaches me how to build the business. I have a mentor that helps me with my personal development, with my mindset. I have a mentor that helps me with investments. I have a mentor that helps me in my personal life. So it's I believe that it's crucial for you to have a mentor for any and every area and aspect of your life, because it can literally save your life. This is a very we can do a training today. I love this question because a lot of individuals think that they can do it themselves, think that they can find information online, which is very true. But at the same time, having somebody to talk to almost on a daily basis, can literally help you from crashing and burning out, and just for you to know that you're on the right track, right? Because being in business or becoming an entrepreneur can, if you've worked a job your entire life, can be frustrating in the beginning, right? Because a lot of times you're going to be doing a lot of work and you won't be seeing results in the beginning. Like the Bible says, there's a reaping season and there's a sowing season, right? Sometimes you're going to be reaping, and then you're going to move into the sowing season. Sometimes you're going to be doing both at the same time. So it's just really good to have a mentor, because it's your personal GPS. You put the destination when you find a mentor. And if you're watching this, when you find a mentor, what you want to do is just tell them the destination, and let go, let God, let them lead you to the to success, or to where you want to be. Because they've already walked the walk, they know the shortcuts, they know what you should or should not be doing, and just follow their lead. It's like, Rodney, I also like to give my team this example, this analogy, which is, if you go to the doctor, and God forbid, you guys, obviously, whoever's watching this, you're healthy. But if you go to the doctor, for whatever reason, right? Let's say you're not feeling quite well. You're trusting that doctor with your life, that, they're going to be able to, solve your problem, right? So it's the same thing with the mentor, right? When you find a person that has what you desire, just do exactly as you're told. Don't listen to your friends. Don't listen to your family. And the reason why I'm saying this is because sometimes friends and family can be a distraction. I know that you may not like this answer, but that is the truth. And if they don't have the lifestyle that they desire, you should never buy their opinion, because if you buy their opinion, you're buying their lifestyle. And life is what we all have, but style is what everybody else is living. So every single time somebody gives you an opinion, you want to ask yourself the question: do they really qualify to give me an opinion? Right? So, I mean, this is a really good topic. I can talk about this all day long.
Well, I
I
like
hope
one
that
of the things.
good answer for your
Yeah,
audience.
absolutely. And I like one of the things that you and Ava have told me, and it really is true, to be coachable, not chokeable.
Yeah. And you know what, Rodney, we learned this the hard way, because we are not really aware what coachable really means, unless you put yourself in a different environment, where now you start seeing that you're actually doing things that are not helping you achieve your goal. Bob used to tell us, take your broke activities out of your schedule and replace them with the ones that will lead you to your goal. But most of us, unless you are really around your mentor, like in their presence, for them to see really what you're doing, you're not really aware. So the mentor can actually help you become more aware of the habits that you're having right now that are not helping you, because we have good and bad habits. Some habits we want to keep. Most habits we want to leave, because they've served the old version of us, And essentially, when you're asking for a new goal, when you're asking for a better lifestyle, you're asking for a new self image. And that new self image will require a lot of new things that your mentor will ask you to do that will be very uncomfortable, but will lead you to the place where you want to be.
Cool. That's great. Great answer. Um, Next is something I think going to be on everybody's mind here. What is the best way to earn money in this unstable economy? Because you know AI is coming after most people's jobs. I talk with Uber and Lyft drivers all the time and
Hmm.
ask them what they're doing to prepare for potentially losing their job to artificial intelligence. And I get this deer in the headlights look from most of them.
Hmm.
Most people really don't have a plan B, which will quickly become a plan A if things keep going the way they're going. So, what is the best way to earn money in this unstable economy?
Great question. I believe that there's a lot of best ways. At the end of the day, it goes back to what do you have, right? And how can I help you? I think we can specify this question a little bit more because there's a lot of different ways that you can create income. Honestly, right now, I like what you just said as far as AI because I travel a lot. I mean, you just came back from Indy. You got to spend, some time with our top leader, Mr. Darren Gibson. You were actually in the presence of somebody that has done over $2 million in business in 30 days. Not many people can say, Rodney, that they have been around individuals that have done, such a tremendous impact because obviously he's helped not only me but helped a lot of individuals all over the world. But going back to your question, as I was saying, I travel a lot. So what I've noticed in the last 1 year that obviously jobs are being replaced by AI. I've witnessed in New York a couple of weeks ago, a Tesla bot. I've only seen it through social media, but now I actually saw it with my own eyes, right? I also witnessed in Atlanta a few months ago, you know, a robot server bringing me, the food. So it is here. It's just, again, I believe that this is the reason why people should be watching lives like this so they can get educated. But now when it comes down to the best way for you to earn income, it really depends. Again, I believe that you should diversify your income. You should never rely on a one income stream. Warren Buffett said, if you have one income stream, you're one step closer to poverty. And I believe that a lot of individuals have learned, I hope they have learned their lesson, especially in 2020. We all witnessed COVID-19. We've experienced it in one way or another, but a lot of us took it as an opportunity to, grow and create quantum leap, while some other people used it as the reason why they shouldn't be successful. But, obviously investing, learning a new skill, can be crucial. A skill that it's recession proof, a skill that is boss proof, a skill that is COVID-19 proof. So I think there's a lot of best ways. What I could think of right now is learning like something like trading, trading stocks, trading, forex, trading crypto. Learning the skill that it doesn't require a lot of money, but you can take a amount of money and turn it into a lot of money if you learn how to properly grow your income. So I think that can be a really good way because it's a low startup cost, but I mean you can grow a small amount into a big amount, if you're coachable, learnable, and teachable. I mean, Rodney, I'm sure that you've heard this. We have on our team someone that turned $200 into 200,000 in less than a month. So, and if that person can do it, anybody can do it.
Sure. And there are
Hmm.
different ways that people try to earn money. Some people have a job, some
Hmm.
people will create their own job.
Hmm.
through self-employment. Um, there's a couple of others that are on the right side of the equation. Would you
Hmm.
care to share a little bit about those?
I like what he just said because I've worked jobs. I mean, I did everything my parents told me to do. I went to school. I got good degree. An excellent degree. I graduated with bachelor's in chemical engineering, but I just never believed in really having a job. And don't get me wrong. If you're watching this, if you have a job, you're probably blessed. I just had the example right in front of my eyes that I didn't want to follow because my parents had more month at the end of the money, more month at the end of the money, even though my mom had two bachelors and two master degrees. So I just, my mind, I couldn't wrap my mind around how can you, are so well educated, but at the same time, you're struggling. And that's the reason why I decided to come here, Rodney, and figure a better way. Obviously I did everything wrong in the beginning, where I was working three jobs thinking that that was the way for you to have multiple income streams. And if you have a job and a business, you're still on the wrong side of the money because you're still trading a lot of your time for money. Now what you're saying as far as having a job, again, having a job is great, especially if you do want to transition into traditional business, or any type of business. I wouldn't recommend you to quit your job until that part-time thing that you're building can literally support you, and not only you but also you are able to take some money out for you to invest and grow. I think self-employed is most business owners. That was me as well. Bob told me something really big back in 2020 when I started working with him. He asked me a really good question, Rodney, and that was, hey, if you stop working, are you getting paid? And I've never had anybody telling me that actually my business owned me. I didn't own a business. That was my wake up call. And I was like, hold on 1 second. So I've been here for 11 years. That time it was 11 years. And I was like, I'm still doing things all wrong. So I knew that I needed to change my surroundings, the environment that I was in, because everybody around me was working a job. I was the only person that was doing something different. But again, I didn't have the quantum leap. I didn't know anything about money. I didn't know how to grow my money. I didn't know how to make the money work for me. Why? Because of the people that I was associating myself with. So what changed, Rodney, was the environment and the people that I started associating myself with. Because in our environment, it's totally different. When people come around us, they're like, "But is this really possible?" And I was one of those individuals 4 or 5 years ago where I was asking, is this really possible? Because I didn't have anybody in my circle earning millions of dollars on a daily basis, until obviously I got around my mentors. So I think the power of associations. Whoever has your ear has your life. You become who you surround yourself with. So if you're around people that are working jobs, but you want to own a business, you want to obviously start something and build something, then you have to put yourself in an environment with people that have built something significant, and that can definitely teach you how to leverage your income.
Okay. The next question is maybe a rather short one. I'm not sure. um,
Hmm.
when you have a job, your boss is making one thing and you're making another. If you were to walk up to your boss and say, "Can I make what you're making?" The answer would probably be hell no,
Right.
because that's the boss. But what about in your situation? Can anybody earn what you're earning currently, or running through your business, running through $1 million a month? Can they do that, or are you
Anybody
like
can
the
build a
boss?
multi-million-dollar business. 100%. Yes. Anybody can build that. And how big can you think? And the reason why I'm saying this, yes, you're right. A lot of people think that it's too good to be true. Well, that should tell you that you're in the wrong environment, because in my environment, actually, people are doing it every single day. Yes, anybody can do it as long as you have the hunger, as long as you have the burning desire. for change, and as long as you're ready to be coachable, learnable, and teachable. I like what you said, because I was on the side where I was a boss and my employees couldn't out earn me, and I have never sat down with them to show them how they can create what I was what I was earning. And that would be my question to your following: when was the last time your boss actually sat down with you and told you, hey, let me show you how to earn the income that I'm earning? That's a good question to ask yourself. And if the answer is never, then you probably are in the wrong place. But anybody can do it. We have
Cool.
a system that's in place, so it's simple. If I did it and I don't even speak English, anybody can do it.
Okay, well, the next question kind of touches a little bit on what you just said. What are the similarities and the differences between our model and a franchise? With a franchise, they've got big startup costs. They tell you exactly what to do, how to do it, and everything. What are the similarities and the differences?
I love this question. There's a lot of similarities, and there's a few differences that are very crucial. The similarity is that obviously we have a system that works. It's proven that works. We have products and services that are proven that work. We have very strong, significant leadership, because in anything that you do, you want to have a very solid leadership, team. Uh, you know, and obviously everybody that's on this line want to think of, how can I make my money make me money? That is another thing that it's really, really, really good, right? How can I learn how to leverage other people's money? That is essentially what franchises, the big franchises, are doing. But not everybody can find the money or find the loan to start the big franchise. But here the difference is, instead of, like, I don't know, I believe McDonald's was millions of dollars for you to own McDonald's, if I'm not wrong. And the difference between that and franchises and what we do here, uh it's a very low startup cost, right? You can start as low as $100, and the highest way for you to get started is $1,350. And I want to add something else to this question, Rodney, because you asked me about traditional business. And I've built a couple of traditional businesses, and it took us multi six figure investments to really make those businesses work. And the difference is, there we had to figure everything on our own, right? What works, what doesn't work, to continue on feeding that business. It took us years for us to break even, and for us to start making money out of that business. Versus here, low startup cost, system that works. You also have a mentor that you're working with, somebody that's assigned to you, that already has a success. Not only them, but they have already helped other people create success. And you don't have to pay for it. I mean, I've invested a lot of money in personal development, in different programs, different masterminds, in the last 11 years. And now people get to have access to all of this knowledge for pretty much free. All you got to do is just be coachable, right? This is it. Just be coachable. So obviously businesses like that, they have a high expenses, and business overhead. Every single business has a business overhead, right? Let's say you own a McDonald's, you have to pay rent, for example, for the spot that you're um, renting or owning, whatever it is. You have employees that work for you. A lot of expenses on a monthly basis. Here we have very low expense, very low, minimal, right? But you can make a lot of money out of it by just simply following the system, and doing what your mentor is telling you to do based on your goal, right? Because everybody's plan will be different. So that's the beauty, with the big names and franchises, obviously, they give you the system, they'll train you for a week or two, and then you're on your own. It's up to
Mm-hmm.
you if you're gonna make your money back. Here, it's like your phone, and you have your charger. Every single time your phone is about to die, you can plug your charger, right? You have full access to the charger. So it's the same thing here. You have full access to your charger, which is essentially your mentor and the person that you're working with, and also the community, because you're around people that have already created success. You have a lot of entrepreneurs that you're surrounded with, which is very, very important to have, on your way to success, because entrepreneurship can be a very lonely
Mm-hmm.
journey, because if you're surrounded by people that are working job, it's a lot of them can't relate to your day-to-day routine.
Right. And
Hmm.
that it is a very lonely trip to be an entrepreneur. I tried to start a digital marketing business, and
Hmm.
it was me and me against the world. I was doing all the marketing, I was doing all the bookkeeping, I was doing, if it was done, I was doing it. And
Hmm.
nobody was there to help support me or help guide me or anything like that. It was me and me, and guess what? It failed,
Right.
um, spectacularly.
Right, because you are trying to do it by yourself. And
Right,
that's why most people, run back to the old paradigm, because, they try to do things their way. And, this is why I love what I do, because you simply learn how to build business with us. I love what we do here.
right. Me too. And let's see, my next question, we talked a little bit about AI and the
Mhm,
impact that it can have on people's jobs and their security and their retirement, things like that. Can
mhm.
AI actually make you money?
Yeah, absolutely. It can. It most definitely can. It's already doing it. I mean, Rodney, you've heard about copywriting, right? I mean, when I was building my traditional business, I needed to hire a copywriter
Right,
for my social media, for my websites. Um, and right now, I mean, you download Chat GPT, you just put a couple of words together, and there you have it, right? I mean, there's so many different ways that you can get paid, and that will help you earn more income. And we have something here that's very amazing, with our new software that we just launched. If you're learning how to trade, and you're scared of trading, you're scared of pushing the button, we have something that's called Trade Buddy. I believe it's the best buddy to a lot of people this year. We just launched our Trade Buddy launch, I believe this morning. So it's been a phenomenal journey. Just having like your personal assistant to your phone that's telling you, hey, this is a good opportunity for you to make money from your phone, right? Because we all have smartphones, but very few of us are using it as a smartphone.
right.
Most people are
It's
using it
on,
as dummy because they're not making money from it.
right, right. And I guess my next question, you've already touched on, can you really turn your smartphone into a virtual ATM?
Yes, yes, we're doing it as we speak. I'm actually making money right now as we speak. And it's funny because I wasn't thinking it's possible. And I was just like everybody else that's probably watching this live, and I was asking myself how. It's not about the how, it's about the who do you do it with. So if you're watching and your question is how, well, what you want to do is reach out to Rodney and say, hey, I want to know what you're doing, because Rodney has done already some phenomenal things here within our community, and he can definitely help you. And plus, if you're working with him, you're going to be working directly with me. So, I'm really excited for you, Rodney. All they gotta say is like, "Hey, show me how to turn my phone into an ATM machine." And what is the ATM machine? It stands for all the money,
Yeah,
right? Because, I hate to hear this, Rodney, that people are complaining about money, recession, and things of that nature. Well, you're just simply choosing to stay in your box because the opportunities are abundant and limitless. There's plenty of ways for you to make money. And if you don't know how to start and where to start, great. We're going to teach you and we're going to show you exactly what to do.
Exactly. And I guess the next question, I'm gonna go ahead and lead with this. We've got
Hmm.
about 5 minutes to answer this
Great.
question. Uh,
Okay.
what is mindset and why is it important? That's why I said 5 minutes.
Mindset is everything. I mean, I know this is a you gave me the toughest question with the least time. Mindset is everything. Everything that we do and the results that we get in every and any area and aspect of our life is based on it's a result of our mindset. I mean, the amount of money that you earn right now has everything to do with your mindset. The relationships that you have, and if you're happy with them, if you're satisfied or not, has everything to do with your mindset. Your health has everything to do with your mindset. And, I know that some people probably won't understand. Maybe we got to do another, separate live, Rodney, just talk about mindset. But you know what I want to do? Because
What's that?
everybody's going to be like, all right, so why is it mindset? Well, it's 95% mindset, 5% strategy. It's not about the how, it's about the who do you do it with, and also having the right mindset to do it. So what we can do another life, and or the ones that do want to know more about what you do, Rodney, I would like to do a call with them
Okay,
and
that can be arranged.
see how we can possibly serve them and help them achieve their goals. But what I want to leave everybody, um you know your entire following with is, it's 2024, brand new year. We just started a brand new month, and I want you to reflect on your January. Are you getting any closer based on what you're doing right now? My question to you will be, are you getting any closer to the better way of living, meaning better health, better mindset, better finances, more freedom, more time freedom? And if the answer is no, and you don't know where to start, reach out to Rodney. It doesn't hurt. Look, it doesn't hurt for you to ask, hey, what do you do? Show me what do you do. Curiosity can be a really good thing, Rodney.
Absolutely. And that kind of answers my next question, which was, what should someone want to do who wants to learn more about this? And
Yeah, just reach out to
you
Rodney.
pretty,
That's it.
yeah, that's what I'm here
Yeah,
for, guys. That's what I'm here
reach out
for.
to
And I'm conducting this interview because I have a small number of slots open to work with me and Desi. There really is only a few slots. One person can only do so many things at a time, right? So if you want to learn more about this, I suggest that you get in touch with me today. Don't put it off, because things that get put off uh, never happen, at least for me. Maybe I'm unique here, but if I put things off, they never happen.
Well,
So get in touch.
procrastination is the thief of joy,
Hmm.
and obviously the thief to the freedom that you've been seeking. So let this be the year that you don't procrastinate, and let this be the year that you make new decisions so you can create new results. Because if you do more of the same, that will only lead you to having more of the same. And if you want to have a different year, if you don't want to create another 2023, another 2022, then you got to do something different. And it doesn't hurt to learn. So I'll be more than happy to, have calls with any from your following. So I want to congratulate you once again on all of your success. I can't wait to see where you're going to be this month. I know that you had a really, really good start of 2024, and you got, you earned, a time with our top leader, which is really, really good. That only shows you guys that obviously he's onto something really big, and you want to reach out and stay as close as possible to this gentleman. So, Rodney, I appreciate you. Thank you for having me on your Facebook Live.
Jesse, thank you for joining us. And we will go ahead and schedule a call just for mindset, because I think that's a
Awesome.
great idea.
Hmm.
That was pretty much what Bob Proctor used to talk about all the time. So
Hmm.
we're going to go ahead and schedule it. We're going to end this interview and hope to talk to y'all soon. Thanks.
Bye. Thanks for having me.
Bye.